Kính chào quý vị, chiều nay là thứ 6 ngày 19 tây tháng 6 năm 2026. Chúng tôi rất hân hạnh được dịp đến với quý vị trong chương trình Sức mạnh cộng đồng về giáo dục. So this afternoon we thank you very much for taking time to be listening to our talk show on community strength, on education. And with our co-host, Trustee Karen Martinez of San Jose Evergreen Community College District. Today, just the two of us are very special.
Yes.
We have Mr. Hong Kao. He's on the cruise today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, in the Caribbean.
Wow.
Mr. Dennis King also has another commitment with Senator Cortese, so he's not able to join us this afternoon, but we really appreciate the time that the two of us can talk with the community. And today, Ms. Karen Martinez, would you like to share with us about now that we are in the summer? Students just celebrated their graduation. And many students are very happy because they have a chance to relax and watch the soccer games.
Oh, right.
And it's just a lot of excitement in the air. We just happy that the summer is here and for our students. So tell us more about, how students should make the best out of the summer.
Right.
Yeah, so if you can share with us some of that thought.
Well, I think, as parents and adults, community members, and sometimes we have our little ones, I think something that is great is I want to encourage everybody to come visit our campuses. This is a great time to bring your family, your kids, especially at our Evergreen campus. We have pickleball, a beautiful pickleball court, a lot of space for, soccer and other outside sports, a wonderful tennis area. And then, of course, we have an amazing library at both of our campuses. And I think it's a good opportunity just to come see, come and have, lunch with your kids, your family members. Just come and take a walk and get to know our campuses, I think, is to start. And of course, there's other things that you can do in the community, such as the libraries, and we have our programming in the libraries now. So I think it's important for our community to work to get out and venture out and come and see our colleges.
Yeah, so how about some Spanish relating to that?
Es importante que no perdemos el tiempo que cuando el verano empieza sobre educación, que por favor venga en nuestros colegios, pueden venir y jugar diferentes cosas, pickleball y también el tenis, y también hay áreas para jugar fútbol con los niños y para que se pueden venir como una familia, pueden comer ahí. Y es un buen tiempo para nomás ver lo que tenemos también en las bibliotecas y en las bibliotecas de nuestra comunidad. También tenemos programas ahí que pueden usar y disfrutar.
Thank you. Kính thưa quý vị, chiều hôm nay chúng ta nói chuyện với lại bà Karen Martinez, là một vị dân biểu đại diện cho học khu Đại học San Jose City College và Evergreen Valley College. Thì hôm nay chúng ta nói chuyện về đề tài là trong dịp mùa hè đến đây, đang đến với chúng ta đây, thì chúng ta có những các sinh viên và học sinh ra trường hoặc là được nghỉ hè. Thành ra là một thời gian rất là tốt cho các em đó, mà đặc biệt là hiện giờ chúng ta cũng đang coi những cái trận đá banh quốc tế tranh cạnh với nhau trong cái World Cup. Thì đây là những lúc rất là vui ở trong mùa hè của năm 2026 này. Thì cái câu hỏi cho chúng ta đặt ở đây đó là về mùa hè đó, thì các sinh viên học sinh đó nên có một cái chương trình như thế nào cho nó lành mạnh, cho nó tốt đẹp trong cái mùa hè này. Thì bà ta có đề nghị rằng là vấn đề đi lên trên các cái trường đại học hiện từ giờ gần chúng ta ở đây là trường San Jose City College và Evergreen Valley College, thì nơi đó quý vị có thể tham gia những cái cuộc sinh hoạt về thể thao giống như là chơi pickleball Tại vì ở trên Evergreen Valley College có những cái sân pickleball nó mới, nó rất là đẹp và nó rất là thoải mái. Quý vị có thể đến để chơi pickleball hoặc là chơi tennis, hay là quý vị có thể thăm những cái thư viện và làm việc, ngồi học ở tại thư viện hoặc là đọc sách ở tại thư viện, cũng như là tra cứu tại thư viện đó, thì là nơi đó nó có máy lạnh mát mẻ cho cái mùa hè. Thì đây là những cái gì mà mình có thể làm được ở tại San Jose City College hoặc là Evergreen Valley College. Đó là những cái sinh hoạt mà chúng ta có thể sử dụng được ở trong những cái phương tiện mà đang có ở trong cộng đồng của chúng ta. Thì so if you can share with us, as a parent and as somebody who's in education, you've helped to establish many schools before, as well as currently sitting on the school board, overseeing programs and activities that benefit students and the community. And so, from your observation, and as a parent and as an educator, what's your advice in terms of maximizing the benefits of the summer for our students while they are having some time to relax, to refocus, and to really get ready for the fall semester?
So I think, as a parent, so first of all, we have a program, a math program, the Valdez math program, that many of the middle schools, elementary schools, 5th grade and above can access within their school districts. And some of those courses have been at our Evergreen and our San Jose City Community College. But I think this is just a really good opportunity for us as parents, maybe with our kids, our adult children even, is to come to our student service building, find out about all the, classes that we offer. And I think it's just a good time just where there's no pressure. There's no pressure of having to go to school or anything, but it's a time where you can ask questions and just get familiar. Just walk on the campus and get a sense of where the buildings are, what buildings are what, and ask questions. I think this is a really good opportunity, and it's building family. It's coming together as a family, especially the little ones. Come with the strollers, come and be on campus. I think that's what's really important. Maybe, read books with the kids. I actually used to do that on Fridays. Fridays was my pizza day with my younger ones when they were little, and we would go to the park and we would read. And we did that every Friday. And now that daughter is an educator today. So, but that's something that I used to do with her. And so those are things that you can come and do on our campuses for free. And it really is to get informed of those opportunities on our campus.
Thưa quý vị, thì Sam cũng có hỏi là trong cái dịp về mùa hè đó, là một vị phụ huynh, là một người chuyên về giáo dục, thì bà có những cái gọi là cái lời nhắc nhở gì cho các sinh viên học sinh cũng như là cho bậc cha mẹ trong thời gian mùa hè? Thì bà có đề nghị rằng một trong những cái sinh hoạt rất là tốt, đó là trong cái chương trình nó gọi là Valdez Math Institute. Đó là một cái chương trình mà nó chuyên kèm về toán và nó gọi là Valdez Math. Thì Sam nghĩ rằng là cái chương trình này nó rất tốt, bởi vì là you know that my son did attend the Valdez Math Institute.
Oh, that's great. How did he like it?
It was an amazing program. It's an amazing program.
It is.
It's very focused and very result oriented.
Yes.
And they really advance. And it does miracle for his math skills.
Yes.
So thưa quý vị, những em học sinh mà từ lớp 7, lớp 8 trở lên đều có thể xin vô học cái Math Institute hết, và có thể liên lạc với lại quý vị có thể go online and just Google Valdez Math Institute.
Correct.
Valdez là Valdez. Valdez Math Institute.
Yes.
And you will look for, they will give you all the information
The
you need to
schedule.
know and how to get involved with that. And I definitely highly recommend that everyone should, utilize that opportunities by contacting them and enrolling
Yes.
in them, and they will help you whatever they can for your needs.
Yes.
But definitely is a great program, tại vì con của Sam cũng đã từng học cái chương trình Math Institute đó khi mà em nó học ở lớp 7, lớp 8 thì họ huấn luyện rất là chu đáo và rất là tiến bộ, cho nên các em mà đi học cái lớp mà toán đó trong mùa hè đó thì thưa quý vị, nó sẽ giúp các em rất nhiều trong cái thành công trong tương lai. Ngày hôm nay đứa con của Sam nó cũng đang học tiến sĩ năm thứ nhất, thành ra là Sam bảo đảm là nó cũng nhờ những cái lớp toán ở đó trong thời gian đó với Math Institute. As you know, I just shared that my son did attend there, and today he just finished his first year in his PhD program.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. for AI. So Math Institute, that course that he took in the summer, had prepared him
Definitely.
for today, and I highly recommend every student, at least in the 7th and 8th grade, and around that age area, they would look into Math, Valdez Math Institute.
Yes.
Because what I gathered in the summer, it can create what you call the summer learning loss.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
And it's a real issue if we don't maximize our time in that. And as you mentioned, like going to the library,
right.
Play sports, and reading. Like you share about là mỗi thứ sáu bà đi reading với lại con của bà ở ngoài park, mỗi thứ sáu trong mùa hè như vậy, và họ ra đó họ ăn uống vui vẻ và họ đọc sách. Thì cái đọc sách là một trong những cái very important to read.
It is.
Very important reading habit. Look like you're doing a lot of things right.
Well, I also think that what's helpful, sometimes our kids, our little ones, don't know how to read yet.
Yeah.
And I think that it's what's exciting, and I know it's something that I used to do with my little ones. I would still give them books, and they would make up the stories from the pictures that they would see. And sometimes they were getting the words right of what was on the page. And when that would happen, I would let them know, you did say the word, just the basic, smaller picture books, the, a, bed, different things where they're learning. And sometimes they make up the right story. And so, and it's that encouragement of learning and the excitement to learn. Is just very, very, it's important. And especially during the summertime, our brain is like a muscle. And if we exercise and we stop exercising, sometimes our body, it gets sore when we go back because it wasn't being exercised.
Not in shape.
That's right. And so if we continue that learning through the summer in different ways, gardening has mathematics to it, science, with gardening as well. There's reading. There's so many things that you can do that's fun for students, for adults. And I think what's just important is for us not to stop learning. And I do want to mention is that we just approved in our last board meeting, and I pulled it out from the consent calendar, is the Valdez Math Program. So we re-signed another MOU for another year because it's been very supportive and helpful to students. And this is the way that in our community college at San Jose Evergreen Community College District, we are working outside of programs that's only higher education, because the Valdez Math Program is not necessarily higher education, but it helps at all ages. And I think that we might be able to, in the near future, get the actual executive director from the Valdez Math Program to come and speak about the program, the benefits, and I think it would be great. So for
Spanish.
sure. lo que estamos hablando es sobre, pues primero, la programa del matemático del Valdez Math programa, lo pasamos en la junta de la mesa directiva del mes. Y tenemos otro contrato con ellos para otro año porque ha sido un éxito para estudiantes para aprender. Y la otra es que estudiantes están aprendiendo siempre y es importante si nomás agarrar un libro, puede ser un libro que los niños no saben cómo leer todavía, pero los cuales que son sensibles para que ellos pueden ver los fotos, y entonces ellos mismos están diciendo una historia en lo que ellos creen que es, pero realmente en vez en cuando lo que están creyendo sobre el foto realmente es lo que dice el libro, y es una buena oportunidad para darle más apoyo y decirle buen hecho, buen trabajo, que sí, esas son las palabras que están en el libro, y eso les ayuda en la escuela para exigir y también para nomás tener familia. Tiempo de familia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the issue of summer learning loss is, I never grew up thinking that there is such a description.
Interesting.
And the good thing is that my son, when he was at UC Davis, he never take a summer to be home or do something else.
Wow.
I mean, he always take courses during the summer.
Yeah.
I'm too busy. I don't really have time to tutor them as
Right.
much as many parents get to do.
Right.
And it's my fault in a way, but he had to become independent.
Exactly.
And he had to learn how to survive in school himself, basically throughout his life. And I have my daughter, same thing. And I think there is the benefit to that because honestly, sometimes I may not teach him the right thing. So I'm not as young anymore, so I don't remember everything I learned.
Exactly.
So one thing that I find that was in a way it turned out to be a blessing is because it taught them to be self-reliant.
Yes.
And to be independent. And to be able to make decisions for themselves. Yes. So there's benefit to that.
There is.
The only thing I want to make sure is that they have food on the table.
Exactly.
And a place to sleep at night, right?
Yes, and PG&E, having
home
lights
to come
on
home,
and water,
right?
yes.
So that's really, I mean, I fulfill my role as a parent, but not as good as I like to in terms of tutoring our kids. And I just, I would not take credit for the success they achieve academically.
I agree.
I do not take credit for that, but they so thank God they're doing okay.
Yes.
And summer learning loss. Can you explain a little bit about that term and what reality that is about?
Right. Well, there have been many studies that in the summertime, students, whether adult or entering into school students, if they are not continuously, reading or doing math, when they get back to school, normally they kind of go over just to remind you of where you're at. Well, sometimes you just forget completely of, multiplications or, just reading in general if you're not practicing. So I think it's just encouraging just to practice because they can fall behind then when they return to school. And then, of course, us as we get older, we forget as well. So that's why it's important for us to continue learning and utilizing our own skills of memory so that we don't forget. So memory is a skill that we have to keep using, the repetition of it, and so that's why it's really good to make sure that we're doing that constantly with our kids and with ourselves or nieces, nephews.
Yeah. Thưa quý vị, thì Sam cũng có hỏi với lại bà giải thích về vấn đề gọi là trong tiếng Anh nó gọi là summer learning loss, là một cái cách mà họ trình bày là tiếng Việt mình dịch ra là mình mất đi những cái kiến thức ở trong cái mùa hè, hay là những cái học vấn mà mình mất đi ở trong cái mùa hè. Bởi vì mùa hè là lúc mà chúng ta nhiều khi nghĩ rằng là chúng ta nên đi chơi nhiều hơn, nghỉ ngơi nhiều hơn, nhưng mà thật sự là trong cái nghỉ ngơi đó và cái đi chơi đó thì nó có cái giá phải trả, đó rằng là mình có thể quên một số gì mà mình đã mới học xong, hay là mình bị gián đoạn ở trong vấn đề mà cái đầu óc của mình nó hoạt động để nó minh mẫn, lúc nào cũng minh mẫn với nhau hết, thành ra vấn đề mà mình có thể đọc chậm hơn, mình có thể mất đi những cái khả năng về toán của mình, và những cái khả năng như là về vấn đề gọi là suy luận của mình nó cũng có thể bị yếu đi nếu mà mình không có tìm cách để mà vận động những cái khả năng đó ở trong cái tư tưởng của mình. Thí dụ như là bằng cách là đọc sách cho nhiều vô, rồi chúng ta vẫn tiếp tục là tập làm toán vân vân, để mà mình có thể gọi rằng là giữ cho nó không có bị cái gián đoạn, và khi mà mình trở lại mùa thu đó thì thường mình mất thời gian đầu tiên để mà mình cập nhật nó lại, mình sẽ bị mất đi cái thời gian đó rất là quan trọng. Cho nên rất là quan trọng để mình chú ý là trong mùa hè của mình đó, mình cũng cần phải giữ vấn đề đọc sách của mình, vấn đề mà làm những bài toán của mình, hay là những cái sinh hoạt mà nó giúp cho mình, đầu óc của mình nó lúc nào cũng được mạnh mẽ trong cái vấn đề gọi là giáo dục, vấn đề mà vấn đề mà học vấn đó. Thì you know, they also mentioned about the enrichment programs,
Right.
and that play a very important role, and that's why you mentioned Jose Math Institute, Valdez Math Institute. So thưa quý vị, thì vấn đề rất là quan trọng đó là mình cũng có những cái chương trình mà như là bà nói là học toán ở tại Jose Math Institute, Jose Valdez Math Institute. Rất là quan trọng, đó là những cái chương trình nó gọi là enrichment programs, mà the students that get to have the opportunity for those programs usually are able to get ahead. And if you don't have those programs, whether because of your economic situation or life situation that doesn't allow you to have those enrichment programs, whether it's sport or you know, all kinds of activities, then it can separate between the ones who have the enrichment programs versus the one who don't. And that gap get wider,
much wider,
and it's very difficult to catch up,
especially at third grade. Third grade is a pivot point that statistically there have been studies where if a student is behind and doesn't catch up by the third grade, it makes it more difficult. They fall further and further and further behind by the time, you know, as they continue to progress. But I think just some things in talking with parents and just myself being a parent and a grandparent is that sometimes we think learning is just in a book, you know, 1 + 1 or learning words. But there's different ways, because I think something that I have learned now that I have grown children, of how to work to make learning fun. Because when they get to school, learning, it's like a task, a chore sometimes. And I think summer is a great opportunity for us to learn but have fun. And an example of that, for example, you know, going to the beach, you know, and maybe it's getting little rocks or little, you know, like snails or different little things, and having them count, how many do you have, or can you go get 2? What color are these? So you're learning colors, you're learning numbers, and you're having fun at the same time. And it reminds me of a movie of, for example, The Karate Kid. So in the movie, of some of those who haven't seen it, it's a great movie to watch with students because I think it provides you so many different life lessons. But one thing that comes to mind is that the student was learning karate, but he wasn't doing physical things in the moment of how to learn the actual movements in karate. But because he was doing things such as waxing a car, is one example, and he didn't understand of what waxing a car was teaching him about karate, but it was teaching him movements in karate. And so when then his I believe he called him his sensei, said, well, show me wax on, and he showed him the move of wax on. And he then was doing, you know, trying to, attack him in a playful way, right? And then show me wax off. and it was moves, but he didn't realize that he was doing a task that actually he was learning. And that comes to mind very often. And those are things that we can work to do with our kids to make learning fun. Because when they go to school, sometimes it's not always fun. And this is our way in the summertime to make it fun for them and fun for us as well.
Yeah, it's really important to make sure that what we go through is a learning process,
Right.
and that we make sure that you have fun doing that.
Exactly.
You know, and then talking about that, you know, when I was a director of a nonprofit for many years, and I did a lot of grant writing, and you know, the largest grant that I was able to help get was $1 million grant from the Department of Labor.
Wow.
And then also part of the program for welfare to work during the Bill Clinton time.
Wow.
You know, I say to myself, I learned the lesson is that I am the director of the organization. Their jobs depend on my productivity.
Very much so.
And the way that we get productivity is by getting grants.
Yes.
And the way that we get grants is you have to write grants.
That's right.
So that's usually not the fun part of that, right?
Right.
So I changed my attitude. I say that if I don't write a grant, I will never get anything.
Right.
So if I write a grant, I always have a chance.
Exactly.
The odds is pretty good. I usually get maybe 3 out of 10.
That's
right?
great.
So it's like a 30%. That's not bad for grant writing. But I learned that if you have to do it, then might as well enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Don't complain about it. Don't drag. Don't fear it.
Right.
You know,
don't fear it.
but
don't fear it.
Go straight in and enjoy doing it because you have to do it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So like school or whatever we do, say, this is what I have to do to get there.
Yes.
Then have fun doing that.
Right.
It's really important.
Yes. No, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So the summer is a fun time, but also
It
want to
is.
make sure that we don't forget because thưa quý vị thì bà đề cập tới là lớp 3 đó. Tới cái lớp 3 đó là cái lớp mà nhiều cuộc khảo cứu họ đưa ra. Họ thấy rằng là lớp 3 là cái lớp rất quan trọng. Bởi vì nếu mà trường hợp mà một em mà bị thụt lùi ở cái lớp 3 đó mà không có bằng những em khác hoặc là không có đạt được cái mức mà ví dụ như là tập cái khả năng đọc cũng như khả năng toán học, mà nếu mà các em đó bị thụt lùi mà không có ở trong cái điểm của hay là cái khả năng của cái tầng lớp mà lớp 3 đó thì cái cơ hội các em mà đi tiến tới trong vấn đề học vấn nó cũng rất khó khăn. Nhưng mà những em nào mà giỏi đọc và giỏi toán và giỏi viết ở cái lớp 3 đó thì là tương lai của các em về vấn đề học vấn nó rất là nhiều cái hứa hẹn. Basically, I just share that the third grade is really important where the studies have found, like you mentioned, that whether you succeed or not depends a lot on how you achieve at that level.
Absolutely.
You have to achieve at the level third grade level, reading. Third grade level, writing and math.
Absolutely.
And reading, writing, and math. Those are the 3 things that they mention. And why reading, why writing, why math?
Right. Well, I mean, all of those are critical in just our day-to-day being. And one impacts the other. But for example, math, there's sometimes, math word problems and numbers, it means a variety of different things. You can use it for money, right? That's a great way, obviously. Going to the store and, purchasing something, practicing those things. And then reading is because, you have to read those instructions or read to purchase something. And it's critically important. But studies have shown that if you are below grade level at the age of 3rd grade, it is very difficult, not impossible, but it's very difficult to catch up. And so again, with the Valdez Math Institute is that even if you're behind in math, this is a great program to use to get to the level and or continue to practice those skills. Or if you're advanced, it's just a great way to kind of continue to advance. with those skills. But I would want to also just mention is that, again, there's different ways of learning, and maybe we can't afford to get in our car because gas prices are so high to go to the beach or go to the library or any of those things. But it could be simple things, taking a walk. Let's count how many steps we take. Let's see how many blue things we see during our walk. It could be, planting a seed in our yard in something and working to watch it grow. Finding different colors that maybe are in front of our home or in our yard. There's just so many ways to learn, and help our kids to correlate that learning. Like what we mentioned, how does math, reading, and writing all matter? And again, reading also helps with your development of your speech, with grammar, and then how you speak, is writing. And so if you speak properly or learn to speak properly, your writing will also improve. And then, of course, with math, I feel like math is everywhere. Math is everywhere. Going to the store,
everything
just
we have
everything.
to do. We have to deal with numbers.
That's right.
So maybe some Spanish relating to that.
Es importante que uno puede aprender en diferentes formas, como en el jardín, caminando. Puede ser que uno no puede ir a la biblioteca o al mar porque la gasolina, los precios son bien altos. Pero hay otras cosas que podemos hacer en nuestras yardas, contar qué tantas piernas tiene uno, colores que pueden ver, caminando de los bloques. Hay diferentes cosas que podemos hacer para que la educación no tiene que ser algo como difícil, puede ser algo sensible y que le da algo feliz a los niños y a nosotros, viéndolos crecer y aprender cosas nuevas.
So reading, writing, and math really important there. So no matter what we do in the summer,
that's right.
Don't ever forget to get involved with some reading, some writing, and certainly some math. And that's something that we can make sure that we develop during the summer and throughout our life. So they have a saying that we learn to read until third grade. By the time we're third grade, and then by the third grade, you the rest of your life is you read to learn, right?
That's right. That's good. That is very.
And that is a really important skill there, because you have to be able to read in order to understand what contract you're signing.
That's right.
And the fine print, the small prints there, it will takes away the fat prints. That's what they say. So that's why I always read the fine print.
That's true.
And really important when you read contracts or any kind of a document.
Right.
And reading skill is so critical. And so that's good that we are reminded of that and take advantage of all the enrichment opportunities in the summer, and also get yourself, being active out there, because everything we do in life is a learning process.
Constantly.
And one of the things they remind us is try to avoid from scrolling, right?
Right.
Avoid that being so caught up with iPhone and all the technologies online, that you don't get out there and exercise.
Right.
And this is the reminder for the older folks. Did you know that I did listen to videos, try to learn something, and this was about why do men die generally about several years younger than women.
Why is that? What did you learn?
And basically statistically today, average lifespan is about 78 years old for women, and for men about 72 years old. So men get to live 5-6 years less than women. And they did some recommendation. They say that I think this applies to women too, but to men in particular, is that drinking is something that can cause add to that. Smoking
Most definitely.
can add to that. Life limitation.
Yes.
And then the other three includes walking, exercise. Don't sit and watch TV and
Right.
just scroll.
Right.
You need to stand up, walk, do exercise,
Yes.
and run, whatever.
Yes.
But don't sit around.
Right.
And then the third thing
Very
is stress.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
don't be manage your stress.
Right.
And of course, one of the way to manage that is walking or going to the gym or doing activities,
Yes.
right? And then finally, it's about social.
Right.
Don't isolate yourself alone at home and being alone.
Yes.
Even though you think that's peaceful, but we are in my psychology undergraduate years, human is called social animals.
Right.
And we are social being.
Yes.
We have to be associated with other human being in order for us to develop and have a
makes
more fulfilled life. So try to avoid isolation. It can hurt you. So
Yeah. Especially in the summer.
yes, be out there, socialize
Yeah.
with good people, because they
Yes.
say that if you hang around with 9 broke people,
Uh-oh.
you'll be the 10th. Right? I learned all this from videos, right?
That's so
If you
true.
hang around 9 broke people or very unsuccessful people, 9 of them, you will be the 10th.
Oh, so don't do that.
So surround yourself with the right group of people,
That's right.
and that's to socialize it the right way,
Yes.
and exercise the right way, and
Yes.
manage your stress, and certainly
Yes.
drink
Water.
Water is the best, but with moderation.
Yes.
And never over drink anything or smoking.
Right.
If
I
you
know.
do that, the less the better.
Right. So
Right.
there's a saying: drink to be merry, not drink to be drunken.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So yeah.
And don't marry, then drink. Right?
There you go.
Don't marry to drink, because some people start drinking after they're married.
That's right. Sometimes you need to, right?
Yes. So those are the things that we you want to remind folks that
Yes.
during the summer,
Yes.
encourage your children,
Yes.
and like you spend time with your children, read and have that family social.
Yes.
All that really important there, and reading,
Yes.
writing, and math really important.
It is.
Skills to have
It is.
to continue to. But third grade, make sure that we are up to date. If not,
Yes.
catch up. Don't wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So summer
right.
is very important. Anything else you like to share relating to this topic?
Yeah, I would just say is that try to have children to read at least 15 to 20 minutes a day, and make it not a chore, something that they look forward to. Even if they don't, maybe their reading isn't very good. Let them just make up something when they're reading. It's better because so then they don't feel defeated. Obviously bedtime stories, but sometimes we parents are working at night and can't put our kids to bed. So, it could be maybe we're resting, let our children read to us while we're resting. There's just different ways. So I think it's important is that reading. And it could be reading anything. It could be reading a comic book, right? Something. It could be even a coloring book. Sometimes they have words or pictures. There's just so many things, and just encouraging people to read.
Now you read. If you read the news every day, that's not easy to.
No, it is not.
Read things. Choose what you read. Choose who you hang around with.
That's right.
And the all that we mentioned is reading, writing, and math. It's all about the brain. Reading is to develop our brain, and writing our thinking, and also math. Our thinking. Those really important for life survival.
Very important.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's
No,
great.
definitely.
So
definitely.
whatever you do in the summer,
Yes.
make sure that you don't forget those key areas to continue to develop, but take advantage of every enrichment opportunity, whether it's social organization activities or church activities or a Bible vacation, Bible school, whatever.
Great.
All those programs are enriching our person's characters and skills and life skills and so forth. And communication, critical thinking skills. So all those. So get out there, have fun, reading, writing, and math.
That's right. That is right.
Comments in the Spanish, and then we'll get ready to close.
Nomás es importante que uno está leyendo como unos 15, 20 minutos al día, y no tiene que ser un libro, puede ser cualquier cosa que tiene interés a uno, pero es importante que nosotros y más que nada los niños están leyendo como unos 15, 20 minutos al día.
Dạ thưa quý vị, thì chương trình chiều hôm nay chúng ta cũng được nhà giáo dục tên là bà Karen Martinez, bà cũng có vài đứa con và bà cũng là nhà giáo dục và đã từng mở một vài cái trường học ở địa phương ở đây rất là tốt cho học sinh, và bà đang ngồi ở trên cái ban quản trị của học khu đại học San Jose City College và Evergreen Valley College. Thì bà đang muốn chia sẻ với chúng ta cái đề tài bữa nay là về vấn đề summer learning loss, là mình phải biết rằng là có những cái cuộc khảo cứu mà trong mùa hè đó học sinh sinh viên đó họ bị thụt lùi phần nào trong vấn đề mà học vấn, bởi vì cái vấn đề mà họ gián đoạn trong cái thời gian 2-3 tháng nghỉ hè. Cho nên nếu mà trường hợp mà mình dùng những 2-3 tháng đó để mà mình cần không quên, để mà mình tìm những cơ hội mình đào tạo trong 3 cái khả năng đặc biệt: khả năng đọc, khả năng viết và khả năng toán học, thì khi những khả năng đó mỗi ngày mỗi được duy trì đó, thì là nó chuẩn bị cho đời sống của chúng ta một cách gọi rằng là tốt đẹp hơn và cái tương lai nó sáng sủa hơn. Nhưng mà đừng quên những cái nơi mà chúng ta đi sinh hoạt ở bên ngoài về vấn đề thể thao, hay là về vấn đề vô library, hay là đi tới những cái sinh hoạt của cộng đồng, của xã hội, của nhà thờ, chùa chiền, vân vân, của vấn đề tôn giáo đó thưa quý vị, thì những cái sự tham gia đó nó sẽ giúp cho mình luôn luôn được vui mừng và mình phát triển trong khả năng của mình. Đó là những điều mà chúng ta cố gắng để mà mình không bị thụt lùi lại và bị gián đoạn khi mà có những cái cơ hội để mà học, như là chương trình Jose Math, Valdez Math Institute, thì mình có bắt lấy những cái cơ hội đó. Đôi khi nó tốn một tí tiền, nhưng mà đó là những cái mình cần phải làm để mà giữ cho mình luôn luôn tiến thân trong cái đời sống về vấn đề học vấn, cũng giống như là trong cái đời sống tương lai. So with that, I think it's a great place to end the program. And the 3 words that I like you share with the community in Spanish is the word reading, writing, and math.
Oh, okay.
So what is reading in Spanish?
Leyendo.
Leyendo. Okay. And writing? Escribiendo. Yeah, escribiendo. And the math. Mathematical. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. So we hope that everybody is gonna continue to improve that for be very good at 3rd grade.
Yes.
Because it will make sure you're really good at the rest of your life, right?
Absolutely. And have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun this summer.
Thank you. And chúc quý vị vui vẻ mà trong thời gian của những tháng mùa hè này. Cảm ơn quý vị. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.